Right, ready? And good afternoon, everybody. I tell you what, I am sorry if I snout, if I'm kind of like lying funny today. I tell you why I'm lying funny today is because one is I've got a bad knee, so I'm resting my knee on the sofa. You know what I'm like, everybody, when I'm doing my podcast. I like to be relaxed and everything all over the place. And my guests look at me so weird and they think, what's he doing? What's he doing? Why ain't he in the frame, you know? But anyway, um, just to tell everybody that thank you very much for following me on my podcast, on my radio station. We have now reached up to around about 6,000 people since July. Thank you for that. Also, don't forget, keep following. We've got several guests coming up very soon. We do 7 days a week for guests and everything, and we are doing quite really well at the moment. Anyway, after all that, I've got Sandy Lee joining me. Hello,
Hello.
Sandy. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Anyway, tell everybody about yourself.
Well, like you said, my name is Sandy Lee. I'm a registered dental hygienist here in the States. I live in Missouri, which is somewhere in the middle, and I um I also do a podcast, and I we've been doing it for a couple of years now. So it's a funny podcast. So my co-host is a comedian, which helps a lot. And I consider myself sort of funny, so it works out together. Um,
Okay.
I've been in the dental field. I was a dental assistant, and I've been in the dental field for a total of 16 years. So time has flown by. I'm married to Jonathan, and we have four wonderful dogs that drive us crazy. And yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell, I guess.
Okay. And so, what do you do on your podcast, then, Sarah?
So
Sandy.
we just do a little bit of everything. We're just it's very lighthearted. We don't script anything. It's just kind of off the cuff. Um, we have like little topics that we pick out, like about movies or something that's just happened to us recently. It's really down to earth. So we don't get too serious. We like to have fun. Yeah.
That's what we do on here. That's what we do on
Yeah.
here.
Good. Good.
We don't. We like to have a laugh, and we do all sorts on here. We do everything. Um. Anyway, I'll tell you what. Because you're a dentist, I've got some problems at the moment with my teeth.
Okay. I
Right?
can try to help.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can't, yeah. Yeah. I've got problems with my teeth. I got no teeth here.
Yeah.
No teeth here. And I've been trying to go to the dentist for a long time. And but because I have got weight issues and stuff like that, and I'm waiting for surgery and everything. They say, I've got to go into hospital to kind of like have it done, because
Mhm. Mhm.
the weight
Yeah.
issues and
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is that a problem then? Is that is that what you find in
Um.
your industry?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the times, if we have issues like that or other health issues, yeah, they'll definitely do hospital-based dental work. And then a lot of times, the pediatric dentist will do treatment in the hospital in case they have, a more involved medical history Or if they have a lot of work, they can do all of it at once versus having several visits to the dentist. So, and then if there are any issues with behavior and things like that, especially with children, or anyone with disabilities and that sort of thing. Yeah, yeah, they'll definitely do
Yeah.
some hospital-based dental work.
What
Yeah.
made you
Mhm.
what made you go into being a dentist?
I I actually, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a traumatic childhood, and my teen years, early 20s, I was really like mentally, I wasn't, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I changed my major several times, and then finally I just ended up running into somebody who was in their third year of dental school, and he goes, "Hey, you should check out dental hygiene." And I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And he gave me a little gist, and then I went home and started researching, like, what is this? And then from that moment on, I was like, I think this is what I want to do. And for people that have this weird OCD, like, you have to have things clean, you want to see the before and after, this is the type of situation, and you're not grossed out by things that have to do with the mouth and things like that, then this would be a good career. Plus, I just had a 2-year degree, and I make a very good living with just having 2 years of, I mean, I actually have 5 years of university work, but 2 years towards this degree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
the return on investment is huge. So I didn't want to go into a lot of debt, and now I'm, here I am.
So you're multi-millionaire now, then?
Working on it, but no.
You're working on it. Okay, okay. I, um, I tell you what, the dentist. I don't like going to the dentist.
Yeah, a lot of people
Never.
don't. Yeah.
I do not like it. I tell you what, my wife used to say to me in the morning. She used to say, "You got to go to the dentist today," and I off a trot goes to the dentist, shaking like that.
Yeah.
And I'm in the waiting room, and they put you in the waiting room, and they go, "The dentist will be with you in about so and so long." And I'm
Hmm.
there like reading the paper or biting my nails and everything.
Yeah.
And this woman comes out and goes, "The dentist will now see you." And all of a sudden, you can hear in the background
Yes.
with a drill,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, hang on for a sec. Where's the escape route? I can't go out the window because
Yeah.
I'm too big. But no, I'm only joking around. But the trouble is, though, when people go into that waiting room, they must be
Mhm.
really, really scared, wouldn't they?
Sometimes, yeah, and you want to create a welcoming, calm environment. A lot of dental offices will have a fish tank in the waiting room, and that's like super calming to watch fish just kind of float around. Um, but yeah, as soon as you go through that door, you do hear we call it a high speed handpiece and things like that. We
Yeah.
always welcome people to bring headphones and their own music and things like that too. So,
Yeah.
anything to help them, get
Yeah.
through the fear. Yeah.
Good idea. Right,
Yeah.
everybody. If you go to Sandy Lee's dentist, you can now take with you a television set,
Yes.
an iFi, a karaoke set, whatever you want to do.
Hey, if
Uh,
it fits in
If
the
it fits
room,
in,
by all means, and that helps, okay.
if that helps, okay. Um, you must go through really, really worse procedures while doing dentistry.
We do, especially when I was a dental assistant, we would, I would assist for extractions. That I actually enjoyed that the most. And then of course there's fillings where they take the cavity out and put like
Mm.
tooth colored material back in and things like that. But my favorite was taking teeth out.
Can you imagine if you bumped into an old boyfriend? Lie there. Do you remember me?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that
You don't.
yeah.
You don't need no painkiller. I'll do it
Oh
gladly.
no, you're numb. You're numb. You don't feel anything.
No, no. I know that. What you do, you kick him in. You kick him in the leg before he gets on the bed. Yeah, I know your type. Um, but but no, you. So the trouble is, see, what I'm trying to say is like a lot of people. It's like children when they go to the dentist. They
Mm-hmm.
are the worst ones because they kind of like they really really worry because it's going to hurt and
Mm-hmm.
do you see a lot of that? Do you see a lot of children kind of like so scared and
Mm-hmm.
panicky? Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a part of why I enjoy what I do so much because I sometimes I am the first experience that they have at the dental office. And I personally like make it my mission. If somebody's scared, I want to show them what I'm going to do. Um, explain what's going on and things like that because a lot of kids, once you explain what you're doing, it's a little bit easier for them.
Mm,
Of course, nobody likes, the shots. They don't like, getting numb and that sort of thing. But unfortunately, that's better than feeling, a filling getting done or extraction getting done.
yeah, yeah, it's horrible. It's
So,
horrible. Yeah, I don't. Oh. I went to a dentist once in Blackpool in the UK where I was on holiday and I had a really bad
mhm.
tooth and they took the wrong tooth out.
Oh no,
Yeah, they
I've
took the
heard of
wrong
that
tooth.
happen.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. But the trouble is, though, see, with the dentist and then everything else as well, it's like you got to be what can I say? You got to be really, really patient, ain't you? What you do because you got
Mhm.
some patients who come in and think, I've got toothache, got toothache, get it out,
Mhm.
and some dentists will go, no, no, we'll give you antibiotics. You
Right.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know
Hmm.
what
Yeah,
happens
and
here though? Yeah,
usually if it's a matter of antibiotics, that's because there's some sort of infection going
mm,
on.
yeah,
If they go ahead and pull the tooth, oh, the other thing is if you do have an infection, a lot of the times it's the anesthetic doesn't work as well, so you don't want to be you want to be completely numb, and
right,
that's part of the issue. So yeah, they'll give you antibiotics to get you all figured out.
okay. Um, and also let's get away from the dentistry.
Hmm.
What do you do on your podcast? Tell me about your podcast.
The podcast is it's called Off Your Flosser, and it's two lighthearted, crazy kind of dental hygienist. He's also a stand-up comedian, so we have a fun time. We just kind of goof around and have a little fun. I think some of the topics we went over, like movies, that's a big one. We'll get off on tangents on movies and food, because we like food, and we just talk about life experiences, and then if there's any like current events, we'll talk about that. We really don't have any rhyme or reason to what we do and how we do it. So
Yeah, because all my shows are off the cuff. My
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like shows
yeah,
off the cuff. I could be, 1 minute I could be talking to somebody else, or it,
exactly. Yes,
it's all fun in the end. It's all really fun. Um,
right.
so on your shows, what's the embarrassing moment you had on one of your shows?
I think so we do video as well. And one of the things I drink coffee throughout the whole session that we're recording, and I have spilled coffee all over myself on video. At one point, I have these glasses. These are my old glasses. But while I was talking, the end of my glasses fell off, and you
Yes,
kind of
sir.
just have to you have to just carry on.
I've got bandages on my glasses because I can't get mine at
Oh
the
yeah.
moment.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Um. Do you, so you've been doing it for 2 years now, then?
Yeah, so we just started season 3. We've been doing it since October of 2018. So at the end of this year, October will be 3 years. So about 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Hmm.
get a lot of followers?
Yeah, I think I have a Facebook group for dental hygienists, and I usually post in there and that sort of thing. And we typically get a pretty good response. But I can check real quick we're on Instagram, and we have a lot of followers on there. Let me look. We have 1150, so 1150 followers on Instagram. And then and we post a lot. Like, I run our social
Yeah,
media, so I'm posting constantly, because you have to remain like at the forefront of people's minds. um, and then on our Facebook page, Off Your Flosser podcast, it looks like we have about 2,300 people that follow us on there. And then we just started a TikTok, which is not as popular. I have to get more content on there, and that one's hard because you have to do videos and things like that to really stay current.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I'll post one here and there, but that
yeah.
was the big thing. It's like you have to keep posting and that sort of thing, because otherwise people are going to forget about you. I mean, I would hope not, but yeah, they do.
Yeah,
It's
they do. Of course they do. Yeah, we have a
Yeah,
radio. We have a radio, and this. We have a
yeah,
radio, and it works because when we're not doing lives, we do radio
yes,
and all
yes.
sorts of music and stuff, so it keeps it going. But
Hmm.
we do it 7 days a week, our shows, and
Yeah,
I've got number two to do today, and
yes,
but we have all sorts of people. Oh, we have all sorts of people on,
yeah.
and but it's really fun. But we get people to come back because people either said they want to come back, or we say, yeah, come back and everything. We do something different,
Right. Yeah,
and they love it. They love it all the time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. How you been getting on with the COVID?
So in the dental world, it's really affected us, because we can't do telehealth. We do teledentistry, but that doesn't provide treatment. That's more for the exams. So in March, when things really got going, we had to shut down for a little bit, but we had to stay open for emergencies. So we would do our rounds. Like, they didn't need as many staff, but some of us would rotate on a schedule, and we would go in to help with emergencies. And then once we had approved like air purifiers, we had extra PPE or protective equipment that we have to wear. But once everything was kind of figured out as far as like what we needed to protect ourselves and our patients, we were back in business. But I think
Yeah.
personally, I think there were probably about 2 months where I was only working like here and there, helping with emergencies. So I was on unemployment for the rest of that time. Yeah.
Oh
So it
no.
it affected us as pretty badly. I mean, in careers or professions where you cannot stay home to work, it was a lot more devastating.
Yeah. What's it like now then?
Now we're pretty much back to normal. I mean, we've got extra things to wear. We've got this extra heavy duty air purifier in there, and we ask more questions. We don't have anybody in the lobby anymore. They have to wait in their cars until we're ready for them and stuff like that. We take temperatures when they come in and have a questionnaire. But we've adapted well, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Hmm.
know. I know. So, how many patients can you get in one day then?
Well, it definitely depends on what's being done. I personally have anywhere from 5 to 6 in the morning, and then probably the same in the afternoon. So 10 to 12 patients just on my schedule. And then the actual dentists, they usually run 2 columns. I have one, and they will see probably double what I do. Well, give or take. If there's a longer procedure, then they see less. But I would say a dentist would say see anywhere from like 16 to 18 or something like that. And we work 10-hour days versus 8, so we get a
Gosh,
couple extra in there.
gosh, that's quite a lot in that. That is
It's a
really a
long
lot.
day. It's a long day.
What's the funniest things that's happened?
Oh. You wouldn't believe the things that people reveal to you in the dental office. One of my goals is to make people feel comfortable, and sometimes they feel a little too comfortable, and they tell me about things that I don't want, nor do I need to know about them, their significant others, like. Yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing. But yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 2 seconds. Right. Okay, what we're going to do, because Sandy belongs in the dentistry, I thought
Mhm.
we could watch this off TikTok and give us some
Okay.
idea, guys.
Well, a toothbrush from Japan will clean my stained teeth. It's disclosing time. Let's check the before. Woo, Crest Original. Fat Glob. Let's get brushing. Oh yeah. This is a great toothbrush. Great. Let's check the after results. What? Huh? That makes no... What? I genuinely thought this toothbrush was going to clean my teeth really well. It felt nice, but didn't clean nice. Let's find out. Travel toothbrush will clean my stained teeth. It's disclosing time. Before. Bruh. Travel pack. Crest Plus with scope. You know how we do. Fat Glob. Hey yo, wet your toothbrush. Let's get brushing. Oh boy. This is one hard toothbrush. My gums are not happy. Minty Fresh. Let's check the after results. This travel toothbrush will definitely keep your teeth clean over the weekend, but it's definitely not the most luxurious experience.
He's entertaining.
What do you think of that?
I like it. I like the fact that he's out there and he's very boisterous. That's a good video. It's a good video. However, in my opinion, the toothbrush is way more important than what you're brushing with. So Scope, basically Scope doesn't really kill bacteria, so I don't recommend it to my patients. I recommend Listerine or Crest Pro Health or Colgate Total. All of those have ingredients that kill bacteria, and Scope does not. But yeah, when he was talking about his gums, feeling it, yeah, the brush was probably too hard.
Yeah, that's the trouble though, isn't it? Because the trouble is you got to be so careful that when you're brushing your teeth, that sometimes you're brushing the gums because they tend to bleed, don't they? Really?
So usually you healthy gums don't bleed. Even when you're flossing, even when you're brushing, you should not get bleeding. If you get bleeding, there are some reasons. Number one reason is there's plaque or bacteria on there causing like I just call it a small infection, where it's overwhelming the gum tissues and you get bleeding. That's how that works. But like pregnant women might have bleeding because of hormonal changes and things like that. But generally, a typical guy, because he doesn't have to worry about pregnancy, he should not have bleeding gums.
Yeah. How about do you get a lot of women who come in and worried about because they want their teeth out, but also they're pregnant?
Oh yeah, we treat pregnant women all the time. Yeah, definitely. Pregnancy, oral health while you're pregnant is even more important than normal because they have linked preterm labor to some of the like C-reactive proteins, things like that, in the bloodstream from periodontal disease. So it's definitely important to go to the dentist while you're pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? When I said to you in the beginning about you becoming a dentist, yeah. Some people might think, why do you want to become a dentist for? Why couldn't you come like a policewoman or or an hairdresser, do you get sometimes do you get embarrassed by what you do?
Not at all. No, I'm very proud of what I do. Because if you think about it, it takes all kinds to take care of the world. So if if a woman wants to be a police officer, by all means, go be a police officer. My calling was dental hygiene. I'm not ashamed of that at all. I think it's a great profession. We are
Yeah,
healthcare providers, so we help people become healthier.
yeah,
And to me, that's a great thing to be and to aspire to be. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay. Got some questions here for you off my radio. Here we go. Beth wants to know. I've got a tooth that is gone into my upper gum. Do you think I need to see the dentist, or do you think I need to just get some antibiotics?
I always recommend seeing the dentist because a lot of the times you can only like if you look in the mouth, you might not be able to see what the problem is. So a lot of the times it takes an x-ray to figure it out. So I definitely say go to the dentist. And if
Yeah.
antibiotics, the dentist should be able to take care of that too. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Also, it's here. It's got if I want to go into dentistry, what is the first stage?
It depends on so in the US, I don't know if things are different across the pond, as they say. But for me, what I did is regular high school. After high school, I actually took a break and then college. You need a lot of sciences. I had to do anatomy and physiology, 1 and 2. I did chemistry, microbiology. So it's real big in the health sciences. So anything you can do to brush up on that, that's a definite plus. And then go to your dentist and ask to just shadow and check out the environment and things like that. And you have to know as much as possible about what you're getting into.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to. Yeah. I'm going to
Hmm.
show someone. I'm going to show another video
Okay,
and tell me what you think of this one.
sure.
The movie. No, they're inside the vehicle.
Sure.
I saw. I know.
There's a door right there.
There is a door right
You
there.
can break free. You need to break free. And there's a little fish in here.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in you. It ruined me. See, it ruined me. I can see it in your eyes. You ruined my voice. Hello. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Why isn't that part? It sucks.
I feel weird.
Dude?
Was I asleep?
Yeah, you were asleep.
Yeah, you were
Yay! And I didn't feel anything.
You got some
Wow,
amazing.
you did such an amazing job,
Good
Maya.
job.
Very proud of you. Look over here. You want to wave? How do you feel?
I can barely even feel anything.
You have to send it.
Oh.
That's really right.
Come on, you help. Wait a minute. Here. I'll help you. Ready? Here it comes. Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Open it.
Even this is what it would feel like.
If you were dead?
Yeah. Everything like this. Ugh.
Are you still here?
Right. I am right here.
Okay.
Can you open your eyes?
They are open.
Right. I'm looking at your eyes and they're not open.
I'm looking through my eyes and you're open.
Is there a fly in my mouth?
No.
What is that? Oh, it's my phone!
Hey, before we were talking about this, what's that? Is it ringing? Yeah.
Why is it there?
Guess what?
What?
We're getting married.
I get to marry you?
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, that is so great. My husband's gonna be happy. He worries. He's a warrior. He's a war when he has to be. But he's so good to me. He is so good to me. He's the best ever. Had to kiss the little frogs to find that man. I ain't letting him go. He's 10 years younger than me, but we don't even think about it. So, how long did it take?
No.
Good. You're my husband.
Yep. Last I checked.
You're a good looking man.
I can't see. I can't see. It's that worm thing again. Worm.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
there you go.
Those are good. Those are good.
Yeah, you'd be surprised when people go to the dentist and when they got that problems with
Mhm.
afterwards, and they're still
Yeah.
kind of like out of it. That's the funny thing about it, isn't it? You know,
Yeah. Those are
because
typically
when you've been
mhm, when you go to
sorry, go on, carry on.
the ho oh, that's okay. Those are usually when you go to like the oral surgeon and have wisdom teeth taken out, or when they put you under, completely under. Yeah, you'll be kind of loopy afterwards. I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and I was like, I was out of it. But so we don't do that in the office, but we do nitrous, which is the laughing gas. And usually with laughing gas, as soon as we turn it off and we do oxygen, you're completely fine. So you won't be loopy like that.
But it's funny to watch her, isn't it? It's
Oh, it's
really funny to
hilarious.
watch.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really funny to watch.
Yes.
Can you imagine doing that and all of a sudden you go straight onto TikTok or something like that? That would be
Yeah.
hilarious, wouldn't it?
Oh
You
yeah.
you know, doing some Michael Jackson moves and stuff like that. You know.
Absolutely.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on, and
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
it's been a pleasure to have you on, and hopefully we'll get you back on again because you were
Mhm.
very interesting and
Yeah,
very
thanks.
good to talk to. And you're so funny; it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for coming on
Yeah.
and
Yeah, thank you.
talking to me about being about a dentist and all.
Yeah.
The next time I go to a dentist, I'm gonna go now.
Yeah.
That Sandy Lee said, have a few beers before you go into the dentist. Knock yourself out.
I mean, as long as you're not driving.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like the dentist. Just makes me, you know.
Anxious.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
used to take
Yeah.
before I go. I'll tell you a story.
Sure.
My daughter, she was around about I can't remember now about 7, and I had her for the weekend, and I had to take her up to emergency dentist,
Yeah.
and she was complaining about her tooth. So I took her up there, and I didn't want to go into the front door,
Yeah.
because all that smell of the dentistry put me off. I was there going, oh
Oh
no,
yeah.
no. And
Yeah.
she said, all of a sudden she come out with, "Man up, Dad, man up. This is nothing."
Suck
You
it
know?
up.
Yeah, she said, "Man up." And she just and when they called her name, she went right in, down, come back out again. And then she said, "Dad, I've got to wait until it all soaks in. Then I've got to
Yeah.
go back in to have my tooth out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't worry." And I said, "No, I'm not going to worry." And she goes in, comes back out. She said, "See what I mean, Dad? I had my tooth, and they told me I can have my tooth, and they put it in a little carton for her, like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
a little thingy." And she comes up. She says, "Now you can go in there and have your tooth out." I said, "Yeah, I've got appointment next year, and I'll go there
Yeah.
next year." But
Uh-huh.
but I think children are more kind of like they're more with it than us because
Yeah.
we just don't want it to happen. You know what I mean?
Mhm. We've had a lot of situations where the parents will instill fear in their children because they're scared themselves.
Hmm.
And then, so we always tell parents, we don't say shots, we say sleepy juice, or we don't say take the tooth out, we say wiggle it and give it to the tooth fairy, or something like that. So the language
Yeah.
that you use, and how you act when they're around the dentist and things like that, they're absorbing that, and sometimes they can get the trauma that you faced. Dentistry's changed. I've heard lots of stories with older
Oh,
dentists, like, I mean, holding people down and ripping a tooth out, and of course, from that point on, you've traumatized them. So we definitely do things in a different way to make sure the
mm.
kids are not traumatized. So
Yeah.
hopefully the parents aren't doing that to their children.
When I was at primary school, we were taught to clean our teeth and to look after our teeth. And I remember one day we had someone come in from the dentist service, and they come in and they go, "Right, this is toothbrush."
Hmm.
And I think we watched a video, a awareness video. Then it was like Colgate
Yeah.
toothpaste, you
Yeah.
know, something like that. I can't remember what it was. And it was tooth. Did you remember that? It was a pink tablet, wasn't it?
Yeah, a disclosing tablet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, right. And sorry, I was talking to my wife because my wife trying to remind me of something. And the
Yeah.
trouble is, it was kind of like getting used to brushing your teeth.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah.
very, like brushing your teeth and everything. And
Hmm.
that's what they taught us to do anyway. So, and I think it's still. I don't know if the schools are still doing it, but they should do anyway, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. We actually have a mobile program that goes into schools, and we do their cleanings and that sort of thing there. and will actually do dental work at the school. Because a lot of kids, you know, their parents are working, they can't afford to take off work, or they don't have transportation. So, you know, the kids get to school, you know, by the school bus. So we meet them there and take
Yeah.
care of them there. So that it's a good program. It's great for the kids. They learn a lot about how to take care of their teeth, and they actually get their teeth worked on. So yeah,
Brilliant. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for your time.
yeah, of course.
Really
Thank you.
lovely. It's been a right now. Thank you for your time.
Of
And
course.
hopefully we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, and if people want to check out my podcast, it's Off Your Flosser. They can find it on YouTube and check it out if you like it.
So what's all your sorry, I've forgotten. My wife was saying, oh, ask, I've so forgotten. Sorry folks. Steve's not with it today.
That's okay.
Tell me, give me the information about you. Give me your website. Give me
Yeah.
everything you got.
So
what are they?
it's yeah, the podcast is Off Your Flosser. It's kind of like the play on the words off your rocker, so we get a little crazy. We have a website we just launched. It's offyourflosser.com. And then we're on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. We post silly stuff all the time. But we have we're on Apple Podcasts, and then we're on Spotify and Stitcher. Like, I mean, if you Google us, you'll find us.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
folks. So join them. That would be funny. I'm going to watch the next episode actually because I feel like a right laugh. I know. It's
Nice.
gonna. So keep following them, and until next time, bye for now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. That was Sandy Lee and dentist. Don't like dentists. I do not like them. But anyway, I will soon get used to it. Anyway, thank you guys. See you tonight around about 7 o'clock. See you there. Be square.